I'm live. Am I live? Good. Excellent. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than it should have done. Marvelous. Good evening. It's Tuesday night. It's a little bit later than 11:45, and now it's time for the Lily Foundation Doctor Who pub quiz. Marvelous. Thank you very much for being here. My name's Dan Starkey. I'm an actor. If you're here for a Doctor Who quiz, you probably know that I play an alien species in Doctor Who called the Sontarans, who are small and belligerent and look a bit like this. Remain calm, human scum. And in particular, I play a character called Dax. So I've been invited to host this quiz this evening on behalf of the Lily Foundation by my friend Andrew Smith, who some of you may know as the writer of the classic Tom Baker Fourth Doctor story Full Circle, which scared me when I was a child in 1980. And also he's written a lot for Big Finish Audio as well, and I've done some of his scripts. And he's been involved with the Lily Foundation for quite a long time with fundraising and supporting them. And the Lily Foundation are a great organisation that support the patients, the families and carers of people with mitochondrial disease. They also inform the public about what mitochondrial disease is, and also they fund research into it as well. And it's a great organisation to support. Obviously, at the moment, we're living in a very sort of like strange situation with lockdown and everything. So their usual sources of funding aren't there. So if we were doing this as a normal pub quiz, I mean, it's Doctor Who and a pub quiz together, you know, the best of all possible worlds. If we were doing this in a normal pub, say a pint and a packet of crisps that you might refresh yourself with, might set you back about £5. If you felt like making a donation for the cost of that imaginary pint and packet of crisps, you can do it on the link, which should be just below my finger here, somewhere on that bar. My local pub over the road, because I live in London, which is not exactly cheap and cheerful, is a lovely place, but it's closed at the moment. It has rather hipstery beer called things like Krusty's Beard and whatever, and that's at least £5 a pint. And perhaps it's artisan crisps or little sort of like rice cracker things might set you back about £7.50. You could make a contribution like that, or you could buy yourself a cocktail even more. If you'd like to contribute, that will be absolutely fantastic, and it would be very much appreciated. And you can do it down there. Okay, so it's going to be a quiz this evening. And it will be 5 rounds of 8 questions each. 5 rounds of 8 questions. Coordination, 3, 2, 1. 5 rounds of questions, 40 questions all in all. I know that lots of you will be sitting, watching remotely, and you'll perhaps be conferring via Zoom or via Skype or Semaphore or Smoke Signals or some other arcade. So I'll read each question at least twice, and then I will leave a little pause for you to confer and scratch your heads, or guess or whatever, because quizzing is a lot about intelligent guessing as well. And then at the end of each round, after 8 questions, after a suitable pause, I will read out the answers. Now, all of you at home can have a piece of paper and a pen and write your answers down there, and I'm going to trust you that you are going to be honest and score yourselves honestly, and not look up the answers on Google anyway, because that would obviate the whole point of the exercise, and it wouldn't be as much fun. The scores, you can. I think there should be a link that you can enter your scores in again down below, or I believe then you can email your scores to Janet, Janet, at thelilyfoundation.org.uk, Janet at thelilyfoundation.org.uk. You can email your scores in at the end. I don't know if we'll have time, or sort of like whether I'll get through enough stuff that we might even have a halftime leaderboard. Who knows? We'll actually see. We'll have to see. But yeah, and then we'll find out at the end who might have won. I would say that I would send a signed potato through the post to the lucky winner. But if there's a tie break or there's more than one, then I'd have to send a bag of chips. So there'll be no point. So this is just for honor, for the glory of the Sontaran Empire. So yeah. So that is how it'll work. And right, and now I have a list of questions that my esteemed colleague, Mr. Smith, has helped to compile. And I will just punch them up, and we will launch into the quiz. Just get out my box of tricks here. So first of all, Now the first round. Oh, and also we'll have a little break as well. After say 3 rounds, out of 3 or 5 rounds, we'll have a little comfort break where you can go and sort of do what you need to do, or go and get another drink, another glass of water or sherbet or whatever takes your fancy, and yeah, and it'll all be delightful. Right. Okay. Without more ado, let us start off with round 1, as is customary. Round 1. So, round 1 is general Doctor Who knowledge. General Doctor Who knowledge. Okay, so question number 1. What model or type of TARDIS is the Doctor's? So that's question number 1. What model or type of TARDIS is the Doctor's? Okay, so I'll let you have a think about that. Obviously, don't post up all the answers on the live chat, because that wouldn't be fun either, would it? Spoilers. Shh. So don't do that. I'll give you a little, give you a moment, and obviously don't go away and so look on the Matrix data bank and do all that sort of thing as well, because again, that's just infra dig. You know. And I'm also doing that. I've got a shout out as well to make to. Yes, I've got to say a belated happy birthday to Leah, who's joining us from the US, and thank you very much for your kind donation. So, if anybody else feels like making a kind donation, then they're very, very, very welcome. So, yes. Yes, pen and paper quiz. Don't write the answers in the chat. It's being elucidated by, it's great, these multiple channels of communication going on. It's the 21st century, isn't it? It's very exciting. Got these nice retro earphones as well. Well, I'm rocking the Cybermen look. That's kind of there we go. Well, kettle handles. News. So I'll give it a little bit longer. What sort of time? Yeah. Okay. I think you've had about. Yeah. We'll see how you'll see how you do. I'll launch in with question number 2. Question number 2 now. This is a multiple choice question. 1 of 3 answers. So yes, for those, yes. So choose 1 of 3. Choose wisely. Time Lords belong to one of a number of colleges or chapters. To which chapter does the Doctor belong? Is it A, the Prydonian chapter? Is it B, the Patrexes? Or C, the Archalian chapter? Okay, so this is question number 2. Time Lords belong to one of a number of colleges or chapters. To which chapter does the Doctor belong? Is it A, Prydonian, B, Patrexes, or C, Archalian? So, choose wisely, 1 of 3. Oh, and there's a shout out to Rachel Wells, who is a massive Whovian as well. So there we go. And a Mito warrior too. So, choose your chapter. Oh, and that got on the live feed. There's a pot up on mine. So there we go. Heliotrope bouquet. Oh, I'm multitasking here. So there we go. Marvelous. Right. I should have done my calculator beforehand. If I've got 5, if Dan Starkey has 5 rounds of a quiz, and we'll try to get this finished round about 9 o'clock, how long should each one take? That's a supplementary maths question if you want to answer that for me, so I don't have to think and speak at the same time. It's very difficult. Yeah. Blah. Sorry, that's the wrong franchise. No. And there will be more Paternoster gang on the way. Okay, so that was question number 2. Time Lords belong to one of a number of colleges or chapters. To which chapter does the Doctor belong? Is it A, the Prydonians, B, the Patrexes, or is it C, the Arcadians? The Arcadians. Okay, let's... 5 rounds rapid. God, that's very good, Radio Free Scaro. Very, very good. Chap of the wings. Yes. Not knockout drops and it hell juice. Lovely. Great. Let's go on with question number 3 before I get distracted by having too much fun. Okay. Question number 3. What do the following regenerations have in common? William Hartnell changing to Patrick Troughton, Peter Davison to Colin Baker to Sylvester McCoy, and every regeneration in the modern series from Christopher Eccleston to Jodie Whittaker. So I'll read it again. Question number 3. What do the following regenerations have in common? William Hartnell to Patrick Troughton, Peter Davison to Colin Baker to Sylvester McCoy, and every regeneration in the modern series from Christopher Eccleston to Jodie Whittaker. So what do they all have in common? That's question number 3. Hello, Tom, from Class Dismissed Series 2. It's great to hear from you on the on the wider internet. Yes, so I certainly remember sort of like all the fun of Class Dismissed in Series 2. They blur into one a bit, but yeah, I'm just trying to spill back. But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening to you as well. Okay, right. All right, and this is to Dylan Reeves' mum, Helen. You're apparently a big fan. You have excellent taste, boy. I commend you. So there we go. And yes, that gives us a nice little break before we go into question number 4. Question number 4. 4 of 8 this round. So question number 4. Which companion has appeared in more episodes than any other? And note, that's episodes, not stories. Yeah, so this is general Doctor Who knowledge. It's a whole everything's fair game. So that's question number 4. Which companion has appeared in more episodes than any other? And episodes, not story. Name that companion. Oh, and Andy has uploaded question number 3 in words for anyone who missed that earlier on. Oh, and there's number 4. So there you go. So you got no excuses. And hello, Simon, who is also a massive Doctor Who fan. I'm very glad if they're watching now. If Simon is watching now, then yes, Cord91 commends you. So the Lord moves you forward. So hope you're joining in. Hope you got your pen and paper. And all is well. So yes, how am I? I'm fine. I'm all right. Yes, I'm in my flat. I've got plants on the shelves. I've got 2 chili plants, like in my view. I've got a mint plant as well. I've got a jade money plant too. And yeah, this is my room where I do sort of like voice things as well sometimes. So it's handy having this as a little spare space. Oh, I don't know if I'm appearing in the new series or not. Because I think they're I'm not sure they're sort of like they're pausing production at the moment, but I guess. But who knows? Who knows? It's Doctor Who. We could come back in whatever way, shape, or form. But until then, I've got him to keep me company. So, yes. Okay, I think you've had enough time to scratch your heads over question number 4. So let us go on with question number 5. Question number 5. What name does the Doctor usually take as an alias? That's question number 5. What name does the Doctor usually take as an alias? And you can see a link in the live chat there if you want to make a donation. The total for Just Giving has already exceeded £20,000, which is pretty good. But I'm sure that the great world of Doctor Who fandom can possibly augment that somehow. So do feel free. Do feel free. A pint of Sontaran wallop would set you back, at least, £5.50. And some Sontaran chips. Oh God, no, Sontaran chips. That's quite it'll be an act of cannibalism. No, don't buy those. Anyway, right. Yeah, and now that we can see in the live feed there, what names does the Doctor usually take as an alias? And I don't know if Ace is coming back, but she's certainly appeared in various different spin-off media. So yes, with the book that Sophie Aldred wrote recently this year. Which is great. Yes. Oh, yes, and a shout out to Dan, another Dan, and Brijesh. So, yes, Sontara. Sontara. That's a very posh Sontaran. There we go. In the live feed there. Yes, marvelous. Okay. So it's question number 5. What name does the Doctor usually take as an alias when they don't want to be recognised? And thank you, Radio Free Scaro, as well. That's great. Radio Free Scaro have donated and found it quick and easy. So that's excellent. Excellent news. So please feel free to follow in their wake. Okay, shall we continue with question number 6, perhaps? Shall we? Yes, we shall. Question number 6. What is the name of the planet on which the 11th Doctor believed he would ultimately die? So question number 6. What is the name of the planet on which the 11th Doctor believed he would ultimately die? Been there. Yeah, I remember. And hello to Graham Ferris, who is the husband of Stuart Hall, a massive Whovian and a person of commendable taste. So hello to you, Graham. Oh, and hello, Callum. Hello, Kenny. Good to hear from you as well. So yes, very glad that yeah. Right. Oh, there's 79. Oh, I've just noticed that. Oh, there's 79 people watching it at the moment. Okay. Right. I'm learning things over this. It's the first time I've been live on YouTube, so it's all a wonderful novel experience. So it's great. It's great actually having something to respond to. Otherwise, I'd be talking to myself in my room, and that would be quite strange. So it's all good. It's all good. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. So that was question number 6. Oh. Double your score for one round. I don't think we've got a joke around in this one. I think we're just going to be straight 40 questions, 40 points. So just keep it simple. Keep it simple. But I'll just repeat question number 6. So question 6. What is the name of the planet on which the 11th Doctor believed he would ultimately die? Okay, and question number 7. Lucky 7. Lucky 7, the penultimate question of this round. So, question number 7. At which school did Clara Oswald, Ian Chesterton, and Barbara Wright teach, and the Doctor briefly work as a caretaker? So that's question number 7. At which school did Clara Oswald, Ian Chesterton, and Barbara Wright teach, and the Doctor briefly work as a caretaker? Name that school. Name that school. And there's a shout out to the cool kids playing in Warlingham as well. So congratulations, kids. You're doing well. Don't worry. Head down. Keep your mind in the game. And think about all those questions. So yes. And this is hello, Thomas. And I think you're the brains of the operation. Yes. I'm very glad to hear that you're a big fan as well, and yes, I hope that your massive brain continues to do you well in this wonderful quiz. So yes, hey, it's quite a contingent from Warlingham it seems this evening, so that's good to see. Oh, thank you very much. This is one of my favourite shirts, actually. Yes, it's got it out of the cupboard. Which is, yes, it's nice to dress up for something, really, isn't it? Since I've gone as far as the park in the last 3 months. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Or Londis. Yes, what is your earliest... Oh, my earliest memory of Doctor Who, actually, and I'm not sucking up, it's probably watching the Marshmen in full circle, being scared by the Marshman in full circle. And then I've got a feeling I might have watched Metal Mickey for a few weeks and then joined back in with the end of Warriors Gate, I think. So yeah. But it's quite dim because I must have been about 3 or 4, but it made an impression. So there we go. Okay. And after all this rubbish of reminiscences, let's go to question number 8. So the final question of this round. Oh, this is a nice one. The most common word in Doctor Who story titles is Dalek or Daleks, which has appeared 18 times. The second most common word has appeared 15 times. What is that word? And as another little clue, it's not part of a larger unbroken word, such as world in Underworld. So it's just a single word. So I'll repeat that. The most common word in Doctor Who story titles is Dalek or Daleks, which has appeared 18 times. The second most common word has appeared 15 times. What is that word? Yes, I did miss Cactus Tom Baker. Yes, I didn't see Meglos when it went out, sadly. But I do have a cactus in the other room that looks a bit like Meglos. So, yeah, confronted by that when I wake up. Yeah, excluding the and of. Yeah, I think that's something a bit more distinctive. And well done, Charlie Bone, and happy birthday. Congratulations to you. And I'm very glad that you're answering all the questions as well. Pulling your weight. Very good. And also a shout out to all those who are doing the Lily Foundation's My Mito Miles virtual challenge. And over 100 have signed up already. And you can find out more about that on the Lily Foundation website. And I think there should be a link below. I think it's the Lily Foundation. Yes, I won't repeat it just in case I've got it wrong. But yeah, you can find out more about that on the website, and there's a link to that below. So that's My Mito Miles, which you're very welcome to join in on, a virtual challenge. So there we go. Okay, I think you've had enough time to scratch your heads about this. So I think we'll launch in with the answers. Yeah, and then I will trust you to answer your mark your sheets in an honest and upstanding manner. Okay, so and happy birthday to Rachel's granny for Thursday. Also a new Whovian. Well, very good, Rachel's granny. Very pleased to hear it. Okay, so the answers for round 1. Question number 1: what model or type of TARDIS is the Doctor's? It is a Type 40. A Type 40. This type's not really my forte. A Type 40 TARDIS, as I think it's in the Deadly Assassin. So a Type 40 TARDIS. Type 40, the answer to question number 1. Question number 2, the multiple choice question. Time Lords belong to a number of colleges or chapters. To which chapter does the Doctor belong? Is it A, the Prydonian chapter, B, the Patrexes, or C, the Arcadian chapter? The answer is A, Prydonian. Yes, the Scarlet and something else of the Prydonians. Again, the deadly assassin. So, hey, yeah. The Prydonians. The Doctor is a Prydonian. So that's question number 2, Prydonian, A. Question number 3. What do the following regenerations have in common? William Hartnell changing to Patrick Troughton, Peter Davison to Colin Baker to Sylvester McCoy, and every regeneration in the modern series, from Eccleston to Whittaker, they all took place inside the TARDIS. They all took place inside the TARDIS. Not in a big whirly thing, not outside the TARDIS, just outside the TARDIS, not at the bottom of a radio telescope, all those things. They all took place inside the TARDIS. So that's the answer to question number 3. And hello, Tom. I'm very glad to hear you're a good Whovian and you love Strax as well. This is, it's good to hear. Thank you. Cheers, Graham's son, Tom. And okay, question number 4. Which companion has appeared in more episodes than any other? Episodes, not stories. The answer is Jamie McCrimmon. The second Doctor's companion, Jamie McCrimmon. At 113 episodes. A whole 113 episodes he was in. And K9 is second with 94. So there we go. But the answer is Jamie McCrimmon. Jamie McCrimmon gets you 1 point for question number 4. Okay. Question number 5. What name does the Doctor usually take as an alias? Thus far, he has taken the name of John Smith. John Smith. He could be a brewer. He could be a whole number of people. But John Smith is the alias he gives. It could be Joan Smith. Who knows? John Smith is the Doctor's usual alias. So John Smith, question number 5. Question number 6. What is the name of the planet on which the 11th Doctor believed he would ultimately die? I know this because I've been there. It is Trenzalore. Trenzalore. Question number 6, Trenzalore. Yes, I was there with the Whisper Men and the Great Intelligence. Oh, glorious days. Trenzalore, question number 6. Question number 7. At which school did Clara Oswald, Ian Chesterton, and Barbara Wright teach, and the Doctor briefly work as a caretaker? The answer is Coal Hill School. Coal Hill School. Or it has been Coal Hill Academy in some of the later stories as well, but I will accept both. Coal Hill School, Coal Hill Academy. Coal Hill School. Coal Hill in Shoreditch. And finally, question number 8. The most common word in Doctor Who story titles is Dalek or Daleks, which has appeared 18 times. The second most common word has appeared 15 times. What is that word? The answer is time. Time, which has appeared 15 times. So time. Doctor has appeared 14 times, Planet 11 times, and Invasion 7 times. So there we go. So that's nice. Yeah, so time is the correct answer for question number 8. So that's the first round of 8 questions. Tot up your marks and see what you got out of 8. And then, without much to do, we'll launch in. 6 out of 8 for Matthew Roberts. Oh, very exciting. We'll launch in with the second round. I'll just give you a little breather and I'll have a little glass of water. Ooh. 6 out of 8, 7 out of 8 from TARDIS 36326. Scott Summers got 6 out of 8. This is all pretty impressive. Yes. 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8 from Penguin Productions. 6 out of 8. 3. George Klingon. Yes. There's other wings. 7 out of 8. Yeah, 7 out of 8. Sarah Jane. 4 out of 8. Gaming Starfish. 6 out of 8 too. 4. Okay. 4. Don't be embarrassed, Calvaro 221. 8 out of 8 from AOW. Very good. Very impressive. And Charles Burns 7 out of 8. Daniel. Again. Don't be despondent. There's everything to play for. Everything to play for. 8 out of 8. 7 out of 8. Good. Well, there's clearly quite a big baseline of knowledge. Shall we do round 2? Shall we? Yeah, got caught up by the regenerations. Yeah, it's tricky. 2 out of 8, Taron Johnson. Never mind. There's still plenty of time. We're going to launch into round 2 now. Right. So round 2 is about monsters and villains. So, And yes, there's some good scores. Good scores. Okay, round 2 monsters and villains. Question number 1. Now, he knows this one. Round 2, question number 1. What race of aliens are the arch enemy of the Sontarans? What race of aliens are the arch enemy of Sontarans? I'm not gonna repeat what he just said. Yeah. No. He just wants it to be known that he's not a soft toy. He's a really hard toy. So, yeah. He's like that. Insecure. So that was question number 1. What race of aliens are the arch enemy of the Sontarans? Okay, question number 2. Encountered by the 10th Doctor, Dalek Sek, Dalek Thay, Dalek Khan, and Dalek Jast are known collectively as what? So that's question number 2. Encountered by the 10th Doctor, Dalek Sek, Dalek Thay, Dalek Khan, and Dalek Jast are known collectively as what? What's that, Sooty? You want a grenade? No. Dalek Sek, Dalek Thay, Dalek Khan, and Dalek Jast. What do they do? What are they known as collectively? It will be an amazing band name, it's true. Any Doctor Who gossip? Well, when I was on set, I remember in the canteen, David Tennant didn't particularly like Swede, so you heard it here first. So there you go. Okay. Question number 3. Question 3. What was the name of the original home planet of the Cybermen? That's question number 3. What was the name of the original home planet of the Cybermen? He did actually say he didn't like turnip. Yeah, he did say turnip, but I knew it as Swede, so that's why it sticks in the memory. Yeah. Neep. Neep, neep. The original home planet of the Cybermen. Name that planet. The original home planet. The original home planet of the Cybermen. I think if Strax met the 13th Doctor, he would get quite confused. I think he's confused most of the time, but it might confuse me even more. You're looking very masculine, Doctor. Yes, yeah. I think there'll be a meeting of minds, as ever. But, yes. Okay, so that's question 3. What was the name of the original home planet of the Cybermen? Okay. Question number 4. Question number 4. The following characters from various TV stories all belong to which alien race? Varga, Islia, Skaldak, and Queen Iraxa. So, the following characters from various TV stories all belong to which alien race? Varga, Islia, Skaldak, and Queen Iraxa. Name that alien race. That's question number 4. There is definitely not any hole in the Strax suit. It's just an immense. It's a physical challenge. It's that's all I'll say. I have endurance. But thank you for the question, Brajesh. That's very much appreciated. Okay, so that was question 4, which you can see written up there. Which alien race do Varga, Islir, Skaldak, and Iraxa come from? No, that's not what a probic vent is for. The Sontarans will get very annoyed if you suggested that. Anyway, let's move on. Right, here's another multiple choice question, number 5. Choice of 3, multiple choice. Hey. So, question number 5. Which of these is not a disguise worn by the master on screen? Is it A, milkman, B, telephone engineer, or C, vicar? That's question number 5. Which of these is not a disguise worn by the master on screen? A, milkman, B, telephone engineer, or C, vicar? Have a think. Oh, well, you're puzzling on that one. A big shout out to Matty, Ash, and Dee playing in Brighton. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's yes, it's all cracking on very nicely. Yeah, Bad Wolf. That was a good episode. No, I've played more than 2 Sontarans on screen. I played Score the Bloodbringer, Strax, of course. There were 2 ones in Matt's final story. There was another one in David's final story. I've played loads of them on audio. Yeah, so I've played a fair old few, and quite a lot of ones standing around in the background as well when they doubled me up. So yes, a fair old soul. Which doctor would Strax love to meet? Oh, I think he'd get on with lots of different ones. And shout out to Brian and Joyce from Nottingham. Thank you for joining us in Nottingham. All the corners of the world. And right, and John's loving the quiz in France as well. That's fantastic. And in Newcastle. That's great. So we've got our fame has spread throughout this planet. So it's I wasn't Sontaran in the Sarah Jane Adventures. So but yes. But thank you for everyone sort of joining in Brighton, Newcastle, France. It's great. It's great. And yes, let's zip forward. Okay, let's go to question number 6. Question number 6. Which alien race does the 10th Doctor describe as the only psychopaths in the universe to kill you nicely? So that's question number 6. Which alien race does the 10th Doctor describe as the only psychopaths in the universe to kill you nicely? Oh, and hello to Canada, to Edmonton and Alberta. I've got pals in Edmonton too as well. Who yes, in Vascona Theatre. Watching Kent. I did. I was on the Sontaran Stratagem. Yes. So I'm just working my way down the live chat here. Yes. But yes, I was scored the Bloodbringer in the Sontaran Stratagem. That was me. That was my first Sontaran. And and I have been to Kent. So yes, I think technically where I live, it might be part of the historical county of Kent, although it's part of London now. So there we go. There's a little fact for you. You can place it in your mind. Okay, and Andrew's just written up what question number 6 was there. Who are the only psychopaths in the universe to kill you nicely? There we go. And I'm very glad. Oh, Elfsharm, that's very nice to hear that the Sontaran's your favourite villain. I'm very flattered. Thank you. They're mine as well. And hello to Calvera in Florida. Gosh, this is great. Oh, it's all different time zones and everything. That's fantastic. Great. Okay. Right. So we'll bash on with question number 7. When they returned to the series in 2010, by what method could the Silurians infect their victims with venom? So question number 7. When they returned to the series in 2010, by what method could the Silurians infect their victims with venom? So, yeah. And I think I have watched every Sontaran story, actually. I haven't seen the one in the Sarah Jane Adventures, actually. I haven't seen all the Sarah Jane Adventures. So those are the only ones I haven't seen. But yeah, other than that, I've seen them all, yeah. And so that's question 7. When they returned to the series in 2010, by what method could the Silurians infect their victims with venom? So that's my pal Neve McIntosh, he knows that. I was the Sontaran that the 10th Doctor bopped with a mallet, who was trying to shoot Mickey and Martha at the end of time. That was me. Yes. Licking my lips. Yeah. The Sarah Jane Adventures. Yes, I missed them when they were on, because I think I was traveling around. I was living out of a suitcase quite a lot, doing various acting jobs. So I think I missed it. But yeah. Of course, I was in the very last episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures, but I didn't see that many of them. I saw some of them, but not all of them, and not the Sontaran ones. Hello, Ash Gardiner. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance electronically, boy. Continue to watch and think wisely. So there we go. And finally, the final question. The final question of this round. Question number 8. The Zygons used a creature called a Skadasan to attack oil rigs in the North Sea. By what name was the Skadasan known to humans? I'll repeat that without the over-enthusiastic voice. The Zygons used a creature called a Skadasan to attack oil rigs in the North Sea. By what name was the Skadasan known to humans? Yeah, the Paternoster gang. Yeah, we have dream conference calls all the time, and yeah, but Zoom. When the psychic links aren't working. So yes, we have Zoomed. It's true. Yes, lovely. So as the final question, the Zygons used a creature called the Skadasan to attack oil rigs in the North Sea. By what name was the Skadasan known to humans? And there it is in words. That's how this song. That's how the Zygons speak in. Proton. That sounds more like John Gielgud. Actually, it wasn't John Gielgud. Although I'd like to see John Gielgud playing a. Yes, I'm giving my Zygon nearby. Oh. Zygon RP. Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop burbling now. Right. Okay, I think that's the end of that round. So the answers are. So round 2, and again, I will trust you to be scrupulously fair with yourselves. So round 2, question number 1. What race of aliens are the arch enemies of the Sontarans? Root and scum who shall be crushed mercilessly for the glory of the Sontaran Empire. We will accept the Rootans. The Rootans. Question number 1. The Rootans for 1 point. The Rootans. Question number 2. Encountered by the 10th Doctor, Dalek Sek, Dalek Thay, Dalek Khan, and Dalek Jast are known collectively as what? They are known as the Cult of Skaro. Hard rocking. The Cult of Skaro, corking band. I saw them at Nebworth. Yes, the Cult of Skaro is the answer to question number 2. She sells Sanctuary. No, by the no, no, they don't. No, they don't. Okay, question number 3. What was the name of the original home planet of the Cybermen? It was Mondaz. Mondaz. Mondaz is the original home of the Cybermen in the 10th planet. Mondaz. There we go. Okay, and question number 4. The following characters from various TV stories all belong to which alien race? Vaga, Islir, Skaldak, and Queen Iraxa. They sort of sound a bit like that. They are all ice warriors. Ice warriors. With Lego man hands. Ice warriors. They're all ice warriors. Okay, question number 5. Multiple choice. Which of these is not a disguise worn by the master on screen? Is it A, a milkman, B, a telephone engineer, or C, a vicar? The answer was a milkman. The master was never a milkman, not on screen. The master was never a milkman, not on screen. That's got a nice rhythm to it. The doctor disguised himself, the third doctor disguised himself as a milkman in The Green Death, but that was not... Thank you. Thank you, my Ice Warrior impersonation. Good. So, yeah, the master never disguised himself as a milkman. Sorry, never disguised themself as a milkman. Question number 5. Question number 6. Which alien race does the 10th Doctor describe as the only psychopaths in the universe to kill you nicely? The answer is the Weeping Angels. They throw you back through time and then you age. So, question number 6. The Weeping Angels in Blink. So the Weeping Angels, question number 6. Question number 7. When they returned to the screen in 2010, by what method could the Silurians infect their victims with venom? The answer was with their tongues. Sorry to do that. With their tongues. They use their tongues. Big, long, like lashy tongues. Their tongues which are lash out at length. And finally, number 8. The Zygons use a creature called the Scarasan to attack oil rigs in the North Sea. By what name was the Scarasan known to humans? It was the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster, which, the target novelization is Doctor Who and the Loch Ness Monster. I remember that in my primary school library. So, Doctor Who and the Loch Ness Monster. There we go. It's question number 8. So, there we go. So, tot up those marks. And then we'll see what those marks are. You can add them together, see what you got out of 16 or 8. Yeah, 8. Oh, very good. 8. Oh, sorry, that was Andy's score. 8, the Loch Ness Monster. 6 out of 8, 3 out of 8. Yeah, respectable. And Blink aired on this day 13 years ago. There we go. Where were you? Where were you on the day that Blink aired? Oh, 14 out of 16 so far, Martin Delaney. Very impressive. And 8 out of 8. So 3, 6. 4 against. Oh, don't worry, Daniel. There's still time. Goldie's. Yeah. Some 7 comes out with a lost monster. Oh, Emily, don't worry. Don't facepalm. It's all good. There's plenty of time. Matthew, oh, yeah, there's some strong scores here. 16 out of 16. That's just excessive. Ah, well, sibling rivalry can lead to things first last. So, yes, 15 out of 16 so far. Rachel Wells, very good, 8 out of 8. And Lucy Rowe, 4 out of 8. But still, everything to play for. We're going to go into 10 out of 16 total. Matthew Kitson, very good. We are going to have one more round, and then we're going to take a little break because I need some more water because I've been just talking to myself in my spare room for the best part of not quite an hour, but still long enough. Okay. Lovely stuff. Well, there are some strong scores. There are some good scores. Yeah. Would I rather be an elf or a Zygon? The elf required a lot less time to get into than a Zygon would, but I think they're both extremely fun in different ways. So, right. Round 3 and then a break. So, round 3 is about the classic series, 1963 to 1996. The Ice Warriors are not Carlers. That's very interesting. Have a bit. Oh, no, I don't have any. Actually, unfortunately, I don't have any beer in the flat, which is a pity. I'll do that. Anyway, it's from a proper quiz. So, yeah, round 3 is the classic series, 1963 to 1996. So, we'll launch in, as is customary, with question number 1. So, this is round 3, question number 1. Which third Doctor story began with the Doctor and his companion landing on Earth cargo ship C982? So, I'll repeat that. Which Third Doctor's story began with the Doctor and his companion landing on Earth cargo ship C-982. Name that third Doctor story. Doctor 3. And there it is. Which third Doctor story began with the Doctor and his companion landing on Earth cargo ship C-982? Which sounds to me like a printer. Some way. Yeah, possibly a cannon of some description. Or yeah. Impossibly futuristic with the third Doctor. Yes. Yes. And I remember having the novelization. This was one of the first Doctor Target novelizations I had. I had a second-hand copy of it. So yes, that's all I say. So it has been novelized. That's not a clue. There we go. Yes. So name that third Doctor story, which begins with the Doctor and his companion landing on Earth cargo ship C-982. Okay. You had long enough on that one. So now let's go through to question number 2. Question 2. The fifth Doctor was allergic to certain gases in the Praxis range. What did he carry at all times to warn him of the presence of those gases? The fifth Doctor was allergic to certain gases in the Praxis range. What did he carry at all times to warn him of the presence of those gases? Careful, Andy. Don't write the name. Don't write the answers down yet. There we go. Certain gases in the Praxis range. What did he carry? For fear of gas. Yes. See my grizzly lockdown beard. We're all getting old. What's a Sontaran's favourite drink? I don't know. What is a Sontaran's favourite drink? Add your own punchline. Strong tea. In deference to the good folks of Cardiff, when someone asked me at the Doctor Who experience once, what do Sontarans drink? I looked over the bay and looked at the local brewery and said that Sontarans drink brains, which is great if you know Cardiff, but never mind. Let's go on. Let's go on to question number 3. Question number 3. Who does the second Doctor say taught him medicine in Glasgow in 1888? So that's question number 3. Who does the second Doctor say taught him medicine in Glasgow in 1888? So name that medical tutor. Who does the second Doctor say taught him medicine in Glasgow in 1888? Yes, Sontaran warriors are usually fully hydrated. Potatoes, no cucumbers. Yeah. Okay, question number 4. Question 4. Perry Brown is a student when she starts travelling with the Doctor. What subject was she studying? Question number 4. Perry Brown is a student when she starts travelling with the Doctor. What subject was she studying? Oh, you demand a possible half-point radio free Scaro. Well, we shall see. We shall see. What subject does Perry study? Did Perry study? Oh, wow. And I'm going to say hello to Dana, who is loving the quiz and is watching from Cincinnati. So thank you very much for joining us across across a great expanse of space and also time. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us from Cincinnati. That's great. So there we go. So that was what does Perry study? Okay, question number 5. Question 5. HMS Sea Spite features in which classic Doctor Who story? That's question number 5. HMS Sea Spite features in which classic Doctor Who story? And Perry is not annoying. She's very good. Oh, and a big happy birthday to Danny and Putney, closer to home, on the other side of London from me. But yeah, happy birthday, Danny. Good to hear from you. Marvellous. The 8 corners of the universe. The HMS Sea Spite, eh? Yeah. Where have you heard that one, eh? Where have you heard that one? HMS Sea Spite. Yeah, it's at the back of the head, isn't it? Yes. Sorry. HMS Sea Spite. Right. Question number 6. Question number 6. In The Trial of a Time Lord, the Doctor lands on the planet Ravalox. What turns out to be the planet's original name? That's question number 6. In The Trial of a Time Lord, the Doctor lands on the planet Ravalox. What turns out to be the planet's original name? Oh, Perry's had lots of great stories on Big Finish, hasn't he? Yeah, I think everyone gets a fair crack of the whip on Big Finish. This whole thing of having a season of 5 or 6 stories, if you're lucky, in the mid-80s, and then sort of like having a whole lot of years to actually sort of really deepen things. And as ever, if you're still enjoying the quiz, then do feel free to follow the link below and make a donation to the Lily Foundation. And yes, just think how much you'd spend on a night out, and just yeah, put something of that towards it. So follow the link there. Okay, and question number 7. Question number 7. In The Happiness Patrol, which of these are we told? Well, this is a multiple choice question. Multiple choice, eh? 1 of 3. In the Happiness Patrol, which of these are we told is illegal on the planet Terra Alpha? Is it A, eating ice cream? Is it B, reading poetry? Or C, listening to jazz? So question number 7, in The Happiness Patrol, the 7th Doctor story, which of these are we told is illegal on the planet Terra Alpha? Is it A, eating ice cream? B, reading poetry, or C, listening to jazz? Jazz. Oh, and hello, Jason. Very glad to hear from you as well. Glad to hear that you're a fan. You have commendable taste. So there we go. Yes. That's question 7 about the 7th Doctor. Eating ice cream, reading poetry, or listening to jazz. Plus being a shirt like this. Hey. Which of those is banned on Terra Alpha? Okay. And finally, number 8. The final question in this half of the quiz. At the beginning of the TV movie, where is the 7th Doctor heading before he's diverted to San Francisco? It's question number 8. At the beginning of the TV movie, where is the 7th Doctor heading before he's diverted to San Francisco? Where was he planning on coming? Oh, and it was Colin Baker's birthday yesterday as well. Yeah. So, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Dr. Six. Old Sixy. Right. Okay. I think you've had enough time for that round. So now I'm going to give you the answers. So, this is round 3, question number 1. Which 3rd Doctor story began with the Doctor and his companion landing on Earth cargo ship C-982? The answer is Frontier in Space. Question number 1, Frontier in Space. Story replete with Draconians and Ogrons and... Yeah, no spoilers. So, Frontier in Space, question number 1. Question number 2. The 5th Doctor was allergic to certain gases in the Praxis range. What did he carry at all times to warn him of the presence of those gases? He carried a stick of celery on his lapel. And apparently the celery would turn purple and he eats the celery. So there we go. A stick of celery. That's question number 2. A stick of celery. Question number 3. Who did the 2nd Doctor say taught him medicine in Glasgow in 1888? It was Joseph Lister. Joseph Lister is the answer. The eminent surgeon, Joseph Lister. And that was from the Moon Base. That was from the Moon Base, the seminal story, the Moon Base from 1967, with Cybermen and Plague. It's great. Joseph Lister. Question number 3. Question number 4. Perry Brown is a student when she starts travelling with the Doctor. What subject is she studying? Botany. 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 Oh, you want a half point, do you, Radio Free Scaro? You get an honorary half point. We'll see. We'll see. The big totals. You know, you're not getting the honorary potato. Botany. Question number 4. Botany. Question number 5. HMS Sea Spite features in which classic Doctor Who story? The answer is, it's the Sea Devils. Very naval story. The Sea Devils. It's the Royal Navy land base visited by the Doctor and Joe Grant. The Sea Devils. The Sea Devils. Question number 5. Question number 6. In The Trial of a Time Lord, the Doctor lands on the planet Ravalox, what turns out to be the planet's original name? It is Earth. It was the Earth after all. Ravalox is the Earth. Again, sorry if you haven't seen The Mysterious Planet. Never mind. But Earth is the answer. Earth. Question number 6. Question number 7. Multiple choice here. Multiple choice. 1 of 3. In the Happiness Patrol, which of these are we told is illegal on the planet Terra Alpha? Is it A, eating ice cream, B, reading poetry, or C, listening to jazz? The answer is B, reading poetry, although an exception is made for limericks. So, reading poetry is illegal in the Happiness Patrol. Reading poetry, question number 7, reading poetry. And finally, question number 8. At the beginning of the TV movie, where is the Seventh Doctor heading before he's diverted to San Francisco? He was going back to Gallifrey. Gallifrey for 1 point. Gallifrey, the planet of the Time Lords. Gallifrey. It was like Orphan 55, yes? Ain't nothing new under the sun. Gallifrey. Gallifrey. Is the answer to question number 8. So, yes. So, tot up those marks and see what you do have. Ooh, 7 out of 8, some strong scores. 2 out of 8, not your round. Well, Andrew Scoobomination. There's still 2 more rounds to go. Yeah, more New Who. That's fair enough. 2 out of 8, 4 out of 8. 22 out of 24. Well, 8's 24. Are they? Yes. Yes. 8. Very 5. Still, there's a range of scores, but, everyone's got different strengths. Well done. If you've only seen 3 episodes of Classic Who, Charlotte Hubert, then that's a good score, indeed. Oh, it wasn't. Ouch. Oh. Right. Well, that's lovely. I think now, because it's nearly 9 o'clock, we should take a little break, just because I need to get myself another glass of water. So, if we meet back here in, say, 5, it's according to my chronometer, it is 20:57. It is 8:57. If we're back here by about 9:05, and we try and get going by about 10 past, at the latest, I'll see who's around. And so see you in a tick. And there are some good scores here, but there's everything to play for. So I'm going to turn the mic off and just nip away. Well, Charlotte Hubert, let's see. Let us see. Okay. See you in a tick. Meglos. There we go. Good old Meglos. Marvelous. Hello again. Yes. Great. Okay. Lovely stuff. Right. Well, I hope we're all nice and rested and refreshed. And we're gonna two more exciting rounds. 16 more questions to tax your brains. Everything like that. And before we launch into it, just to remind you what this is all in aid of. We're doing this quiz in aid of the Lilly Foundation, which is a charity which supports patients and families and carers of people with mitochondrial disorders. So it also educates the public about what mitochondrial disease is, and also it funds research into it. It's a great organisation. It's quite a rare disease, and it's one which hasn't been particularly sort of foregrounded in the public realm that much. But at the moment, I think there's a storyline which has been going on about Coronation Street, which has mentioned it as well. So it's creating a bit of awareness amongst the wider public about what that is. But you can find out more about it if you access the Lilly Foundation's website. And again, if you've been having a nice time, and if this were a normal pub quiz and you were thinking about buying yourself an extra snack or two, then why not chip in to the price of that snack to a donation towards the Lilly Foundation, and you can follow the link either in live chat or in the bar, presumably below where I'm talking now. So yes, so yeah, great. Let's have a look. What have we got next? We've got 2 more rounds. We've got 2 more rounds to go. And for those in the chat who've been worrying that it's been a bit heavy on the old classic series, don't worry. All of this is about New Who. So the tables may turn this time. So let's see how it goes. So this particular set of rounds, Meglos will be no help, sadly. So dear old Meglos. He's really shot up. He's really shot up recently. Just been sunny couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden, whoomph. There we go. Good old Meglos. Right. Just give it another minute or two, and we'll start again at 10 past. So yeah, make sure your biros haven't run out. Make sure your piece of paper, or your screen, or your your wax tablet and stylus is ready. Your piece of clay, your slate, your piece of balsa wood and chisel, your lino and lino cutter. I don't know what you're writing on. It could be a whole wonder of things. You could be just potato printing, for all I know, on the wall. You could be anywhere. Well, we've seen people have been watching this from all different parts of the world. So I hope that a great variety of writing implements has been used as well. So yes, Qapla! George Klingon. Yes, no more dodecahedron. Shut Meglos up. Yeah, okay. Meglos has had his day. It's fine. It's fine. He knows his place, and he'll be going back there. Don't you worry. But having said that, having angered him, he'll probably spike me on the way back to where he lives usually. So yes. Right, New Zealand. Hello, weeping cyber Dalek from New Zealand. Are you? Well done. Feather and parchment. Brilliant. Okay. A whole range of options. And crayon. There's nothing wrong with writing in crayon. I have a pencil. I have a biro. The aforementioned potato. And yeah, and some glue. I suppose I could write it on a glue gun as well, emboss it. Anyway, it's 10 past. I think we should get on with some more questions, shouldn't we? We should. Right. Round 4. Round 4 consists of 8 questions again. And it is to do with the modern series 2005 to 2017. So that means Doctors 9 to 12. So round 4, Doctors 9 to 12. Okay. And we launch in, as is customary, with question number 1. Question number 1 is a multiple choice question to get us all warmed up. Because clearly my voice needs to be warmed up as well. Question number 1. Which of these historic characters did the Doctor not meet on screen? Was it A, Charles Dickens? Was it B, William Shakespeare? Or C, Julius Caesar? So that's question number 1. Which of these historic characters did the Doctor not meet on screen? Was it A, Charles Dickens, B, William Shakespeare, or C, Julius Caesar? Which one of those 3 did the Doctor not meet on screen? That's question number 1. And Andrew's written down for you there as well. You can read it as well as hear it. I think. Who's to say I don't have a Sontaran spaceship in my wardrobe? Yeah, multidimensional engineering. Sontarans are very, very advanced in that sort of thing. This is a soundboard. This absorbs sound. So there you go. Good bit of kit. Okay. Question number 2. Question 2. The 9th Doctor story, Dalek, by Rob Shearman, was based on a Big Finish audio play also written by him. What was it called? So that's question number 2. The 9th Doctor story, Dalek, by Rob Shearman, was based on a Big Finish audio play also written by him. What was the name of this play? Name that play by the redoubtable Rob Shearman. Oh gosh, Strax's top line. I think I realised that Strax might be remembered well as a character. If when I had the line, "I can produce magnificent quantities of lactic fluid," I thought that's going to be in a t-shirt, or someone's going to say that to me. But after that, every episode, he's got a cracking line or two. So it's very difficult to choose. It's very difficult to choose which is the favourite one. But I've had glorious ones over the years. Yeah, it's a different one every time. What pops into my head? Yes, I am very much like Dennis Waterman. Like the theme tune, sing the theme tune. Yeah, it's here we go. There we go. There we go. Musicality. Oh God, I never. Yes, marvelous. I've only been drinking water all evening. I don't know why I'm clattering about. There we go. Yes. Okay. A maternity t-shirt. Yes. Ooh. There we go. Right. Let's go with question number 3. In Aliens of London, the Doctor returns Rose to Earth, but they're late. How late? So question number 3. In Aliens of London, the Doctor returns Rose to Earth, but they're late. How late? Answer that and you get 1 point. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. How late are they in Aliens of London? There we go. Okay, let's launch on with question number 4. In Human Nature, / Family of Blood, the 10th Doctor takes on the human form of schoolteacher John Smith at a boys' school in 1913. What subject does he teach? Question number 4. In Human Nature, the Family of Blood, the 10th Doctor takes on the human form of schoolteacher John Smith at a boys' school in 1913. What subject does he teach? Late, as in the late dent and the dent. Started that fast. Very good. Yes. Was Strax's scene in Glasgow? No, it was Strax's Glasgow scene. It was actually filmed in the Coal Exchange down in the Cardiff Docks. So it's a big Victorian building, big red brick Victorian building that was also another part of the same big hall, also had the shell of the carriage that we ride at the start of the episode, at the start of, yeah, was it? Am I conflating that? Yeah, I think it was the same place. Yeah, at the start of the Crimson Horror, we were all sitting in a little carriage doing this. We are going to the north. And then a different part of that room, I think, was decked out like the bar because it's a big Victorian space, but I can't remember. I think so. It was quite a while ago now, but still, there we go. I'm going to have to render you unconscious. Sorry, Archie. There we go. Glory days. Marvellous. What subject does John Smith teach in 1913 in Human Nature? There we go. That was question 4. Okay, question number 5. Sticking with the 10th Doctor. The 10th Doctor had always wanted to say, Alonzo. In which story did he finally get to say it? It's question number 5. The 10th Doctor had always wanted to say, Alonzo. In which story did he finally get to say it? You filthy wee midden. Oh, yes. It all comes flooding back. Yes, and I do miss the Doctor experience as well. It's a big pity. Yeah, it's a big empty space now. I think last time I was down there, it's just kind of, which is just a remarkable lack of foresight on behalf of the council. Yes. Thank you very much. I'll quit while I'm ahead. Yes, I know the next one's about you. Yeah, well, don't. Shh. When we first saw him, what was Strax the Sontaran's battlefield role? That's question 6. When we first saw him, what was Strax the Sontaran's battlefield role? Shh. Wash your vent out. I have declared war on the moon. Yes. Oh, glorious. Oh, yes, it was in Earl's Court, the Doctor experienced a little bit in 2011, wasn't it? Before it was permanently in Cardiff. Yes, forgot about that. That was I think I heard about that. Was it Earl's Court? News. It depends how hard I squeeze him. And then he complains more. So, yes, unbidden. Yeah, it's a one-off, that Strax doll, as far as I know. There might have been 1 or 2 more sort of prototypes sitting around in BBC Worldwide, but yeah, I think that's the only one. That's right, Mr. Fibble. Lovely. Okay, question number 7. In The Day of the Doctor, what is the name of the weapon that the War Doctor steals from the time vaults on Gallifrey? That's question number 7. In The Day of the Doctor, what is the name of the weapon that the War Doctor steals from the time vaults on Gallifrey? Name that weapon. In The Day of the Doctor. I did what I did for justice and humanity. No, that's not what the line is, it? Something like that. I'll be corrected now, won't I? It's got so excited doing a John Hurt impression. Sky, believe in better. Use the force, Merlin. Sing for Strax on Thursday. Yeah. Novel idea. ha. There we go. It was a day of the Doctor. What's the name of the weapon that the War Doctor steals from the Time Vaults on Gallifrey? Okay, and number 8. In Mummy on the Orient Express, how many seconds does someone have left to live once they see the mummy? That's question number 8. In Mummy on the Orient Express, excuse me. Sorry, I'll repeat myself. In Mummy on the Orient Express, how many seconds does someone have left to live once they see the mummy? How many seconds have they got left? When they see Mummy on the Orient Express. Do you want me to get the memory worm? Sir, I've been run over by a cab. Strax's greatest hits. It's glorious. Oh. There we go. There was one shot, I can say this now because it was all hush-hush at the time. There was one shot where I was underneath the cab, just from one angle, where it wasn't my feet. I think we filmed everything else, and there was just one angle, because I had to go back to London on that day, because I auditioned to be the voice of Siri that day. I didn't get it, so I'm not Siri. Sadly, because that would have been quite fun. But yeah, they allowed me to go back to London for a morning, go and do that when we were filming we were filming the Snowmen. So it's somebody else's. I think literally you can see a pair of boots. So I think they might have had somebody else's. Either someone else or just the boots. So there you go. There's an interesting little fact. Marvellous. Okay. I think that's enough time. So here are the answers. So I trust you. I trust you. So question number 1. Which of these historic characters did the Doctor not meet on screen? Was it A, Charles Dickens, B, William Shakespeare, or C, Julius Caesar? The answer was C, Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar is the answer. Has so far not been on screen. Julius Caesar. Okay, question number 2. The 9th Doctor story, Dalek, by Rob Shearman, was based on a Big Finish audio play also written by him. What was it called? It was called Jubilee. Jubilee, for 1 point. Jubilee is the answer. Question number 9. Question number 9? There isn't a question 9. The 9th Doctor story. That's what I'm confused with. Question number 9. Question number 2. It's that time of the evening. Question number 2, Jubilee. For 1 point, Jubilee. Question number 3. In Aliens of London, the Doctor returns Rose to Earth, but they're late. How late are they? Question number 3. They are a year late. 12 months or a year. They arrive 12 months to the day late. 12 months, a year late. And Jackie's not happy. And neither's Mickey. So 12 months, a year late. Question number 4. In Human Nature, the Family of Blood, the 10th Doctor takes on the human form of the school teacher John Smith at a boys' school in 1913. What subject does he teach? He teaches history. History. He's a history teacher. John Smith teaches history. And he takes the CCF. And, yeah, machine guns and stuff. But history gets you 1 point. History. 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 The weather today is terrible, as it perennially is on your scabby mudball of a planet. Yeah, that's Strax's. Doctor taught war. Yeah. Very good. Thank you, Erica. Great. War. Very good. Okay, question number 5. The 10th Doctor had always wanted to say Alonzo. In which story did he finally get to say it? He said it in The Voyage of the Damned. Sorry, Voyage of the Damned. So question number 5, Voyage of the Damned. Voyage of the Damned. Well done, Rachel. Very good. And Matt went to school with David Tennant. Yes, go Mito Warriors. Very good. Good to hear that. So, Voyage of the Damned, question number 5. Question number 6. When we first saw him, yeah, it's you. What was Strax the Sontaran's battlefield role? He was a nurse. He was a nurse. He was a nurse. I'm still sensitive. Okay, question number 7. In The Day of the Doctor, what is the name of the weapon that the War Doctor steals from the Time Vaults on Gallifrey? It is the Moment. The Moment. The moment. The Moment. The Moment gets you 1 point. The Moment. The Moment. And finally, as played by Billy Piper. And finally, number 8 in Mummy on the Orient Express. How many seconds does someone have left to live once they see the mummy? They have 66 seconds. They've got 66 seconds to go. 66 seconds. 66 seconds to go. 66 seconds. Brah. 66 seconds. 66 seconds. Lovely. Okay, so tot up your marks and see what you got for that round. It's a bit more New Who. 8 out of 8, Charles Bone. Congratulations to you. 8. Whoa. Strong scores 3. What is that in rels? I do not know how many rels. 28 of 32. That's strong stuff. Best round so far. Calvaro 2-2-1. 2-2-1. Yeah. 5 out of 8. Yeah. All quite respectable. Marvellous. Well, lovely. Oh, ready for your scorer. Very strong as well. So, we're about to go into the final round. And if you haven't done it already, I suggest that you might like to look at the fundraising link below, or go to the Lily Foundation's website and perhaps chip in the price of a packet of crisps, a sherbet dip dab, some sherbet lemons, some fun and fancies, who knows, the price of a very, very big bag of potatoes. And yeah, and that will be a good thing to do. So, yes. Oh, a Tom Baker round. We had to see. Oh, no, you know. Well, I'm afraid to say that the final round, round 5, isn't to do with Tom Baker. It's actually to do with the 13th Doctor. So, question number 5, round 5. 8 more questions about the 13th Doctor. So, round 5, question number 1. The Doctor and friends came to the aid of which civil rights activist in Alabama in 1955? That's question number 1. The Doctor and friends came to the aid of which civil rights activist in Alabama in 1955? Well, Jojo, it's good to hear from you, Mito Warrior. And I'm very sorry you don't like Doctor Who, but yeah, I'm very glad that you love your sisters too. So that's very nice. Good to hear. Lovely. Okay, so the Doctor and friends came to the aid of which civil rights activist in Alabama in 1955? Question number 2. The 13th Doctor's companions all live in which northern English city? That's question number 2. The 13th Doctor's companions all live in which northern English city? Oh, I don't think I've done Tom Baker's. Don't think I've done Tom Baker's voice in front of him. In fairness, I do John Culshaw's version of Tom Baker's voice, anyways. It's kind of. So what can you do? But he's I've done Tom Baker in front of Sylvester McCoy. He was quite impressed. So that was so there we go. Go on, can you do Carlin? But no, I haven't, just because all the ones that I can do, I've had to do is on audiobooks. So I can do. That's what I've actually sort of had to learn them and sort of practice them up properly as well. So yeah, I'm gradually I'm acquiring them. When you've got to sit in a booth like this for 8 hours and sort of talk to yourself in one of the doctor's voices, it tends to anchor it a bit better. So there we go. So there we go. The only actor I haven't met who's played the Doctor is Christopher Eccleston. So yeah, I saw John Pertwee at the Bristol Hippodrome in 1989. And I didn't see Hartnell or Troughton. I was too young. But I think all the rest of them, yeah. And I haven't met Jodie Whittaker. Yet. So there we go. Mavlas. Okay, question number 3. Question 3. Which part of the Kablam packaging was weaponized to kill? So that's question 3 in the story of the same name. Which part of the Kablam packaging was weaponized to kill? Oh, it's not fair to say if I've got a favourite doctor to work with. I've worked with all of them. No, I've worked with, no, not all of them, but I've worked with lots of them, and it's good fun. It's great. Splendid chaps, all of them. Oh, wow. When Tom Baker was in Medics, he did an operation. Yeah. Gosh. So that was question number 3. Which part of the Kablam packaging was weaponized to kill? Okay, question number 4. Demons of the Punjab is set during the time of the partition of India. In which year? So that's question number 4. Demons of the Punjab is set during the time of the partition of India. In which year is that? What year is the partition of India? My favourite Big Finish story. Oh gosh, again, I've been in quite a lot of them now. It's gosh. I was really chuffed I got to write for Tom Baker. That was really good. And also, I do like having my own series with the Paternoster Gang. Well, the 3 of us having our own series. It's just really fun. It's nice people who I get on with, and we have fun, really good guest actors coming in, and yeah, very lucky. Yes, John Pertwee in the Bristol Hippodrome in 1989. Oh yes, cracking stuff. The fiendish Andrew Smith. Thank you. I enjoyed doing Silhouette a great deal, so thank you very much. Yes, a little while ago now, but that was good. Yes. Okay, question number 5. What was Companion Graham's job before he retired? It's question 5. What was Companion Graham's job before he retired? Yes, I think Silhouette was the first time I did the 12th Doctor on audio, and I was really worried that I wouldn't get the voice quite right. It would sound like Billy Connolly and Jane Horrocks having adventures together, but I think I just about cheated it enough. I watched the thick of it. I've got a few episodes just to try and get his voice in my head a bit more. I found that easier to find than sort of like because I don't think all his episodes were on iPlayer when I was recording it. So yes. It didn't come out as sweary, so it was very lucky there. And I haven't met Michelle Gomez, no, but yeah, hopefully, at some point. Who knows? Okay, let's go to question number 6. Question number 6. In Spyfall Part 2, while in wartime France, where does the Doctor arrange to meet the Master? That's question 6. In Spyfall Part 2, while in wartime France, where does the Doctor arrange to meet the Master? Or is it well, Doctor? In Spyfall Part 2, while in wartime France, where does the Doctor arrange to meet the Master? Pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's good fun. It's great. I was there on Peter's first day. He's a very nice man. Oh, the Schalke Doctor. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, I'd have to think about Rich D. Grant. Because he's got that kind of, yeah. No, I've never done Rich D. Grant, but I'd have to think about that. Probably end up watching Withnail and I doing Withnail. Who knows? Anyway, question number 7. Question 7, the penultimate question of the whole quiz. The Haunting of Villa Diodati sees the Doctor and friends meet Mary Shelley shortly before she writes Frankenstein. On what body of water is the villa located? So that's question 7. The Haunting of Villa Diodati sees the Doctor and friends meet Mary Shelley shortly before she writes Frankenstein. On what body of water is the villa located? Do you know, I haven't had a club biscuit recently. I haven't tried their modern incarnation. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. But yes, school lunchboxes, mint club, orange club. Yeah. That's interesting, player. That's interesting tangent. I hadn't thought of clubs for a very long time. Yes, I didn't realize they were still around. I liked a club. I'll have to investigate. Yes. And well done, Penguin Raptors. You can do a 5th Doctor impression. I find that very difficult. He's very he's much more subdued, Peter. Yes. Yes. So that was question 7. Where is the Villa Diodati? On which body of water is the Villa Diodati? Yes. And finally, the final question of the whole quiz. It's been epic. It's been a voyage. 39 questions so far, and this is the 40th. This is the 40th one. For some, a source of joy. For others, a source of absolute disappointment. Not really. It's just the last question. It's all fine. I hope you've had fun. So question number 8 of this final round. What is the name of the artificial intelligence in liquid metal form that's sought by the lone Cyberman? Question number 8. What is the name of the artificial intelligence in liquid metal form that's sought by the lone Cyberman? My work here is done. Come, Tonto. It's not what the lone Cyberman's like. It's much more aggressive. Much more, yeah. A bit more downbeat than that. I haven't had to do Colin Baker yet, so no, I'll have to think about it. Sit down. Oh yes, and before we go to the answers, I should also say that if this has whetted your appetite for pub quizzes in general, there is a general pub quiz on Thursday, this Thursday, the 11th of June, again at 7:45. Which will be general knowledge, and it's hosted by Kevin Day, who is a stand-up comedian and sports writer and journalist, and he'll be hosting it from 7:45 p.m. So if you've enjoyed this one and you fancy something not just about Doctor Who, then you'd be very welcome to log on again. And again, you can find a link either on Twitter, if you follow the Lily Foundation on Twitter, or if you go to their website as well. But it's been a delight doing the Doctor Who one with you. And if you've had enough time now, then perhaps we might find out what the answers are for the 13th Doctor's Igor, the 13th Doctor's questions. So let's go back to number 1, ground 5, question number 1. The Doctor and friends came to the aid of which civil rights activist in Alabama in 1955? That was, of course, Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks in the episode Rosa. That's question number 1, Rosa Parks. Rosa. Question number 2. The 13th Doctor's companions all live in what northern English city? The answer is Sheffield. Sheffield, famous for its steel. Sheffield steel, Sheffield. And Sean Bean. Sheffield, Sean Bean, steel, Shellery. No. Sheffield gets you 1 point. Sheffield. Chesterfield, right? It's with a crooked spire, Chesterfield. Seen it from the train. Very good. Sheffield, question number 2. Question number 3. Which part of the Kablam packaging was weaponized to kill? It was bubble wrap. Explosive bubble wrap. So question number 3, bubble wrap. Killer bubble wrap. Good old Doctor Who, scaring kids since 1963. Bubble wrap. Question number 3, bubble wrap. Question number 4. Demons of the Punjab is set during the time of the partition of India in what year? The answer is 1947. 1947, the partition of India. 1947. 1947. Okay. Question number 5. Excuse me. Yes, the Ark in Space, the monster made out of green bubble wrap. Yeah, very versatile killing device, bubble wrap. Also, his 5 Doctors outfit. Yes, that is true. I hadn't thought of that. Very good. Sorry. Question number 5. What was Companion Graham's job before he retired? He was a bus driver. He was a bus driver, Doc. An honest to goodness bus driver. Strike the light and stone the crows. Bus driver. Question number 5. He was a bus driver. Question number 6. In Spyfall Part 2, while in wartime France, where does the Doctor arrange to meet the Master? She arranges to meet him at the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. It's in Paris, you know, the Eiffel Tower. I've been there. Yeah. Question number 7. In The Haunting of Villa Diodati sees the Doctor and friends meet Mary Shelley shortly before she writes Frankenstein. On what body of water is the villa located? The answer is Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva. And I've been there as well. Yeah. My great uncle and aunt lived there a long time ago. Lake Geneva. And finally, the final answer. What is the name of the artificial intelligence in liquid metal form that's sought by the lone Cyberman, Ashad? The Cyberium. The Cyberium. The Cyberium. Big silvery thing like that. The Cyberium gets you 1 point. Lake Geneva, a place in Wisconsin too. Is that also the headquarters of TSR that used to make Dungeons and Dragons? I used to remember seeing that on the sort of player's manual when I was about 13 when I had it. I think it's, yeah, possibly. The Cyberium. Marvellous. So, toss up the marks, and you can give it out of 8, or you can give it out of 40. And, yeah. 37 out of 40. Very good. 32. Hey. 37. Anyone beating 37 so far? 6 out of 8, no. 34. Some strong scores here. And some very creditable ones too. 8 out of 8, Matthew Roberts. Very good. 32 in total. Yes. 23 out of 30. And thank you very much. And please, if you've enjoyed the quiz, please feel free to donate. 20 out of 40, 33 out of 40. All very good. Scissor grenades. Just 24. Never mind. Look in the matrix. Right into matrix data bank. I'm sure they find out. 33 to 40, that's good. 38, Queen 124, very good. Yes. 37, Radio Free Scaro, very good. 37, oh yeah, some strong scores. Thank you very much. You're a legend too as well, Mr. Jeffries. Thank you. I'm very glad you had fun. And well done, Tom. 34, Tom, very good. Amassed a lot in your 10 years. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, great. Okay, well, I hope you've had a splendid evening. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan too, as you can tell. But yeah, and you can upload your scores on the link that the Lily Foundation are providing in the stream there. And yeah, great. And yes, the next Paternoster Gang will be in a couple of months' time. And yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll have more quizzes. There'll be more. There will be roses too. And yeah, it's been a lovely evening. Thank you very much. It's funny. I was feeling sort of strangely nervous before this started, just so like talking by myself in my spare room. But you've made me very, very welcome, and it's very nice to connect across distances, isn't it? And thank you so much for everyone who's been watching from all around the world as well. It's really great. It's really nice that sort of this kind of thing can really bring us all together. And yes, strange nuggets of knowledge that we've all accrued over the years, like barnacles on our brain. So yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks very much, and thank you all for donating as well. Thank you for chipping in. It really will make a difference to the fundraising effort, because obviously these are tricky times for charitable organisations, and these kind of things really will make a difference to lots of people's lives directly. So thank you very much, and yeah, grand. Splendid. Okay, right. I'm going to finish off my water because I know how to party, and yeah, I'll see you all at some other point. So yeah, I will be ending the stream. Entry 9. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Cheers. Bye now. Entry. They've got a button that says end. Are you sure you want to end? Oh, honestly, try and end it on a nice positive note, and then of course you don't. Never mind. Okay. Cheers, everyone. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Oh. Goodbye.